Artificial intelligence has been called humanity's last invention, a revolutionary force that could upend our entire understanding of science, consciousness, and even the fabric of reality itself. But there's one enormous hurdle standing in the way of AI reaching its full potential: power. Not power as in politics, but power as in energy, electricity. Even the largest tech companies in the world are facing a monumental challenge in powering these massive AI systems. For decades, our data centers and AI training facilities have guzzled electricity, their power demands rivaling small towns. But what if we could harness a source of energy that's clean, efficient, and virtually inexhaustible? Enter nuclear power. Already, giants like Google and Microsoft are exploring nuclear solutions to power their AI operations, and now this concept is about to radically change the computing world, which will pave the way for nuclear-powered supercomputing machines that can operate AI systems on scales we've only dreamed of. Let's start with the basics. What does it take to power modern AI? Picture the world's most advanced artificial intelligence systems. These are not your average computer programs. They are colossal, energy-hungry monsters. The largest known AI training supercomputer in the world was built by Elon Musk's xAI. It's known as Colossus and was installed last year in the city of Memphis, Tennessee. Colossus is powered by over 200,000 NVIDIA GPU chips, which are interconnected by a network of high-speed server racks, and then the whole system is liquid-cooled by over 100,000 gallons of water. All of this hardware is required to run Grok AI, Elon's unhinged and uncensored large language model, which, controversial as it might be, has been widely regarded as the highest-performing chatbot in the world. The energy required to power Colossus is estimated to be around 125 megawatts of continuous electricity. That estimate was provided by Grok himself, and he also suggested that a good example to help us visualize 125 megawatts of power would be the city of Asheville, North Carolina. It has a population of around 95,000 people, plenty of nice hotels and businesses, some stunning mountain views, and an average power consumption of around 130 megawatts. And this is just the beginning. As AI systems grow more sophisticated, their energy demands are increasing exponentially. Elon has already projected that Colossus will expand to 1 million GPUs in the near future, which would push energy demands up over 500 megawatts, which is getting close to about half of the total power used by the rest of Memphis combined. With AI systems consuming energy on an unprecedented scale, tech giants like Google and Microsoft are beginning to explore nuclear power as the ultimate solution. Nuclear has the unique ability to provide a consistent supply of power using a very small amount of fuel and producing zero harmful emissions in the process. It does create nuclear waste, which is not ideal, but as long as it's properly managed, it won't hurt anything. You might be surprised to learn that nuclear power has one of the lowest death rates per unit of energy produced compared to other major energy sources. That's taking into account the full life cycle of energy production, including extraction, operation, and accidents. Nuclear power's mortality rate is calculated at around 0.04 deaths per terawatt hour of energy produced, and this includes rare but high-profile incidents like Chernobyl and Fukushima. By comparison, coal power is estimated at 24 deaths per terawatt hour, oil at 18 deaths, and even renewables like hydropower and wind have higher fatality rates. Solar panels kill up to 10 times more people per terawatt hour of energy produced than nuclear ever has. In addition to being relatively safe for people and harmless to the environment, nuclear has an unmatched potential to generate massive amounts of power from a very small footprint. The average American-based nuclear reactor has a peak power output of over 1,700 megawatts. Remember that our hypothetical 1 million GPU future Colossus supercomputer was drawing just over 500 megawatts. So just one average nuclear power plant could easily supply this insane AI supercomputer and the entire city of Memphis all at the same time. To get an equivalent annual output of power from solar energy, you'd need to cover 11 square miles of ground with the average solar panel. Here's another interesting thing to consider. As we said, companies like Google and Microsoft are already exploring nuclear power as the solution for powering their AI operations. But if we consider Tesla, for instance, this could be an opportunity to leverage one of their existing technologies in tandem with nuclear power. We're talking about the Tesla Megapack. You see, these massive energy storage systems are designed to smooth out any fluctuations in power delivery. You can imagine a future where nuclear power feeds directly into these megapacks, thereby ensuring that supercomputers receive the ultra-smooth, consistent energy they require. This convergence of nuclear power and AI systems isn't just about faster processing speeds. It's about building an infrastructure that can support a technological renaissance, fueling breakthroughs that will redefine industries and transform our daily lives. So, what does this all mean? When we talk about nuclear-powered supercomputers, we are not just discussing more powerful machines. We are talking about a revolution that could fundamentally change the way we understand and interact with the world. By harnessing nuclear energy, we can break through the current limitations of supercomputers, limitations imposed not by the computational process itself, but by the logistical challenge of powering them. Now, let's dream a little here. What could these nuclear-powered AI systems unlock for us? Imagine a reality where the natural world is demystified. AI supercomputers could simulate complex chemical reactions and physical phenomena at an atomic level, thereby giving us unprecedented insights into the workings of nature. We could understand the intricacies of weather systems, leading to far more accurate forecasts and climate models. This knowledge might even help us mitigate the effects of climate change. Medical breakthroughs become routine. AI systems could revolutionize drug discovery, analyzing molecular interactions at a scale impossible for human researchers, potentially curing diseases like cancer and Alzheimer's. The way is paved for reverse aging. It might sound like something out of a science fiction novel, but the computational power of nuclear-powered quantum AI systems could help unravel the complex biological process behind aging. This knowledge might one day translate into therapies that significantly extend the healthy human lifespan. Space travel is transformed. AI could optimize spacecraft designs, navigation algorithms, and propulsion systems. The very fabric of space and time, its gravitational fields and quantum phenomena, could be harnessed to push humanity further than ever before, maybe even paving the way for a Star Trek-type future where the stars are within reach. Not only could AI lead to breakthroughs in space travel, but they could also dramatically improve transportation down here on Earth. For example, advanced quantum AI algorithms might enhance Tesla's full self-driving systems, making them even smarter and safer than ever. The same principles could be applied to airplanes, leading to FSD-like systems for aviation that would revolutionize how we travel. By integrating AI with brain-machine interfaces, we could see dramatic advancements in our understanding of the brain. This could lead to enhanced cognitive abilities, improved treatments for neurological disorders, and perhaps even the unlocking of new ways to merge human intelligence with artificial intelligence. And these are just the beginning. Every breakthrough in AI has the potential to ripple across countless industries, driving innovation in ways that we can only begin to imagine. The AI supercomputing revolution is just beginning, but its power demands are already pushing our electrical infrastructure to its limits. As nuclear power and AI converge, we stand on the brink of a technological renaissance. With companies like Google and Microsoft already investing billions to secure their place in this emerging landscape, and governments around the world backing initiatives to bring nuclear-powered AI centers and supercomputers online, the question remains, where do we go from here? If anything, this new development could set the scene for a nuclear arms race. Not in terms of weapons like what we saw during the Cold War with the Soviet Union, but an energy-based race where tech companies are not only competing to build the biggest supercomputer to train the best AI, but they're also investing heavily in the energy infrastructure required to power it all. We are fast approaching a point where Facebook, Amazon, Google, Microsoft, Nvidia, and any other company that wants to remain competitive in the tech world is going to need their own colossus, if not 2 or 3 of them, and there is no way that the existing electrical grid in the United States can support that amount of growth, especially when this is all happening in years, not decades. A traditional supercomputer, like El Capitan, which is the hardware responsible for monitoring the United States nuclear weapons arsenal, that took Hewlett-Packard about 8 years to build. Elon built phase 1 of Colossus in 122 days. It took another 92 to double the initial computing power from 100,000 GPUs to 200,000. And Elon is aiming to hit 1 million GPUs by the fall of 2025. That's this year. Now, the US power grid is not one monolithic thing. It's a patchwork of interconnected utilities, but in some regions, like California, we've already started to see what happens when the grid reaches its maximum capacity. You can't just start throwing massive supercomputers on top of that without breaking stuff. The US power grid, as it stands today, on average, as a whole, could probably support an increase in demand of just 20 to 25% before systemic failures start to become likely. That estimate was also provided by Grok, and he was also able to guess that the amount of energy required to provide the answer was equivalent to about 1 watt-hour, which is about the same energy required to run a 60-watt incandescent bulb for 1 minute. If you can, try and imagine one of those old-school light bulbs burning for every query being sent through every chatbot all around the world at this moment. That's a lot of lights. Nuclear-powered supercomputers and AI will break reality, but in the best possible way. They will shatter the limitations of conventional computing, unlocking realms of discovery and innovation that were once confined to the pages of science fiction. They offer a glimpse of a world where we understand the deepest secrets of nature, where technology heals and enhances our lives, and where the future is as bright as it is boundless. The future is coming faster than we ever imagined, and that future might just break the very fabric of reality, opening doors to knowledge, progress, and a world we are only beginning to understand.